Hey, Demarco, how you doing?
I'm doing good, my man. How you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks for joining us today. Tell me a little bit about how spring practices are going overall for you guys.
Oh man, it's good, man. A lot of energy, Everybody really just been doing the same thing. The culture pillar, the 5 fingers, integrity, passion, mental and physical toughness. That's what we were trying to bring today. And like perfect effort. That's really everything we've been given. Perfect effort, flying to the ball. That's about it.
Coach said you guys were pretty physical today. Did you notice that?
Oh yes, sir. We had our minds stuck on being physical today because I guess in the scrimmage we wasn't as physical. So we had to step it up another notch today.
What about yourself personally? Where do you see your role as on this team, and how are things going for you personally this spring?
I'm trying to become a leader. Trying to lead by example, do everything coaches tell, but that the decision, the depth, that's coach's discussion. We just all come to work. We all on the same path. We help the younger guys. We got guys like Noah, Caden, Jamal, he young, but he considered a leader too. Then Trevor. We got everybody just helping, pitching in, trying to make everyone better,
Hey, Greg.
Demarco, is it right that you go by Big Frosty?
Sometimes when I got the teeth in, that's game day talk, they Coach Traylor call me Big Frosty because the teeth shine.
Oh, gotcha. You have like one of those, like the grills, I guess they call it.
Yeah, that's just for the game. That's my mouthpiece.
Gotcha. How long has that been a thing that you've done?
About 2 years.
Gotcha. I was wondering because he's called you Big Frosty before, but we never really had an explanation on that one. So I wanted to ask you about the linebacker group in general. How much different is that room now with some of the new guys you have coming in there with Noah and Caden? What impact has that had?
Oh, man, it's been a great impact because, with those, they coming in physical, minds on straight. They starting to get the understanding, the concept of the defense. And it take a little pressure off of us sometimes, because last year we were so short in depth that we had to get injured and we still got to practice hard because we had nobody else, So the depth really helping us this year.
Yeah, how much of a difference does that make to be able to know that, if you guys need a playoff or if you need to kind of conserve some energy, that there's extra guys that can rotate in now?
It makes a great difference. And then it makes a great difference when the guy that's coming in is just as good as you, because he didn't learn everything that you learned. And it makes such a big difference.
Yeah. What's your first impression of Noah? Anything that jumps out about him?
Oh, man, that kid right there, he pretty physical, man. He come from Mississippi. He like to hit. I can tell you that right now. He fast. He run to the ball, and he like to hit. I like Noah. Big add on to the team,
How about Caden? Anything that's jumped out about him in particular?
About the same thing, real physical, speed, He's still in the learning mode, but once he get it all together, he's going to be great too.
Coach Traylor was just telling us that for you specifically, there's been a big kind of off-field growth process from last year to now. Sort of what's spurred that for you, or what have you seen in yourself that's sort of changed or grown?
I wouldn't say much of myself. I just noticed some of my teammates, some of my fellow teammates like Zoe, like we got leadership like Rashad, people like them, and they lead by example. And I just try to follow the way they do stuff, and I try to go by Coach Traylor pillars and like the culture. And then we got Coach Rod, he have a BCD program like blame, complain, defend. I got rid of that, take that out the way, and a nobody kill mentality. Because if you miss a play and you can't talk about it, nobody cares. So we got to just go on to the next one. And it really helped me be more responsible,
Yeah. Because Coach was mentioning to us that he called you a list guy, who you were on a lot of those things last year for different, violations of team rules or whatever it may have been. Why was some of that stuff a struggle for you? Is there anything that was sort of not clicking or that led to some of that?
No, not really. People have problems with their family back home. I was just having family matters back home. I was like a little, family orientated. But we got it all straightened out now.
Was there like a turning point for you or a particular moment where you started to approach those things differently or to do better in that regard?
Yeah, it was a turning point. I had to get my grades, get everything right. Because I can't be out here telling people what to do and how to do stuff if I'm not doing it. So I had to look at that. I want to be a leader, but I can't be a leader if I'm not leading by example. So that was really the main turning point for me.
How have you seen the guys sort of respond to you in a leadership role? Do you think that they're kind of embracing you in that role and that you're?
Oh yes, sir. Yes, sir. They pretty much embrace it. You know, I try to rally the troops at times. You know, I try to keep them physical minded. Like I come in the game, you know, I tell them good stuff, and they tell me back good stuff.